Hello, Maria Eduarda. Hello, Erica.
Hello.
How are you, girls? Okay?
Fine, thanks. And you?
I'm all right. Thank you for asking. How was your weekend?
Oh, it was great. At home.
Yes. I didn't even ask where did you go because I thought it was at home. But if it was good, that's the important thing. Okay. I was
Yes.
also home all the time, so no difference. So, okay, Marcia's here. We can start our class. Let me just say hello to her. Maria Eduarda, you are so
Hi.
quiet. Hello, how are you? Good?
I am fine.
Very good. Thanks for coming back. Glad to see that you're here. Hello, Marcia.
Hello, thank you.
Yes, is everything okay over there?
Okay.
All right. So without fooling around very much, I'd like to start today's class because we still have to finish that review to correct that. And I'd like to introduce a new topic today, which is very good, okay? For the ones that have already downloaded the material, you know that it's very important. So without further fooling around, let me share my screen with you so we can correct all the exercise that we're missing last class, okay? I think we stopped right here, all right? Use the correct preposition, okay? Is that right or no?
Yes.
Okay. So, use the correct preposition. You are only supposed to write at or in. Only this, at or in, okay?
Okay.
So, the first exercise, Fernanda, can you do it for us? When I was yesterday, I saw Paul space the hall. What do you think is the correct preposition there? Don't be shy. The chances are 50-50, okay? So it's either at or in. So what do you think is the first one? Eduarda. She's always so quiet. Marcia, what's the first one? Eduarda doesn't want to talk.
When I was at work
Okay, at work, perfect.
yesterday, I saw Paul in the hall.
In the hall.
Hall.
Very good, Marcia, very good. Now, what about the second one, Erica?
The chief is at jail. He's going to be in prison for a long time.
Very good, okay? That is the difference between in jail or at jail. He's at jail because he's doing time, okay? He's a criminal, okay? He's a thief. If you go there for a visit, you're not going to be at jail. You can say, Fulana is in jail visiting her friend, okay? So that's the difference. He's going to be in prison for a long time. Hello, Ronaldo. Number 3.
Oh,
How are you today? Good?
fine. Thank
So
you.
we are just finishing correcting the exercise from last class before we start today's class, okay?
Okay.
Number 3, or letter C. I had a good time. The zoo, São Paulo. Ronaldo, what do you think are the correct prepositions to use here?
What's the exercise?
C. I
C.
had a good time. The
I had a
zoo.
good time in the zoo. In.
Is it in or at?
I read in. It's wrong?
No. Yes, because it's in one specific place. At the zoo
Okay.
in São Paulo. You see?
Okay. Okay.
If you didn't mention São Paulo, you can say, I had a good time in a zoo. In a zoo. That means it's not one specific one, understand? But when you specify, is at the zoo in São Paulo, okay?
Okay.
What
At-
about the zoo in São Paulo? What about letter D, Luisa? Can you answer that for us? The children are home this morning. They aren't school. Luisa, the children are in or at? At. Yes, at home. Now, Luisa, observe that home is a very specific place. So if you don't use a preposition, it's good. If you say the children are home this morning, it's correct too. So when I call you, where are you? I'm at home or I'm home. Both are perfect, okay? This exception is only for the word home. House, no, okay? So the children are at home this morning. They aren't at again. Why? Because when they are at school, they are studying. Understand? No. Oh, if you say they are in school, they are not studying. They are only inside of the school. When you say at school, means studying. Understand? Marcia, the letter F. Paul was
In the kitchen.
in the kitchen.
Yes, in, no?
In, yes, perfect.
The kitchen when Anne called him. She was at the theater.
Okay, very good, Marcia. Very good. Any problem, any doubt about this exercise or no doubts?
No.
No.
Okay, can we go to the next? Yes.
Repeat answer the A, B.
A. When I was at work yesterday, I saw Paul in the hall. The thief is at jail. He's going to be in prison for a long time. Okay?
Thank you.
No problem. Now, complete the sentence with the verb in parentheses. Give short answers when necessary. So the first is Star Trek on TV last night. So it's a question. What's the question here, Erika?
Did you watch Star Trek on TV last night?
Excellent. You see, the time is specific, last night. Did you watch Star Trek on TV last night? Then Paul said, what's Star Trek? Ronaldo, what's the answer?
I don't know, teacher. It.
Yeah, what is the form of the verb to be for it?
It is.
It is a TV show about the future.
It is.
Yes, and in the second part.
It is.
Oh, okay, of course. It is a science fiction show.
Thank you.
And then there is a question using the verb like. In the present, what is the auxiliary verb you have to use to ask questions in the present?
Do.
Thank you. Do you like?
Like.
Do you like science fiction? Then the response is yes, I
Do.
I do. I science fiction books often.
Read.
I read. Okay?
Read.
I read in the present because of often, frequently. Remember, it describes a habit. When is Star Trek be on TV again? Now, this is not present, okay? This is in the future. So what's the question?
In.
When
Star
Trek be on TV again?
When is Star Trek be or going to be?
Is Star Trek going to be?
Thank you. When is the Star Trek going to be on TV again? Next week on Thursday at 9 o'clock. Okay? Now,
No. I
yes?
don't understand.
Marcia?
No, repeat for me, please.
Okay. It's a question about the future, right?
Yes.
So when is Star Trek going to be? I have to use be going to because it's in the future.
Okay.
Now,
Thank you.
if you listen to people saying, when is Star Trek on TV again? It's acceptable, but that's not the perfect. But it's acceptable. When is Star Trek on TV again? It's acceptable, right?
Okay.
If you don't want to use the going to future. Next week on Thursday at 9 o'clock. Then I have here, I try to watch it.
I
I
will
will try.
try.
I will try. Very good. Because you see, you're not sure. Then I'll try to watch it. I will try to watch it. I might like it. What track mean?
What does track mean?
Excellent. Whoever replied did a good job. What does track mean? Because track is like eat. What does it mean? Okay? Then the response is track.
No, next
Mean.
means
Huh? Means with
Means.
S because it's third person singular. Track means a long and difficult journey. Okay? A long and difficult journey. Just a moment, please. What? The same question. Journey mean?
journeys mean.
What does journey mean?
What does?
Yeah.
It's necessary. Marcia, this is a question that you can use all the time. When you see a word, and you don't understand, for example, imagine you are in a restaurant and you see a word there, you don't understand. You can say, what does this word mean? Okay, like what does souffle mean? What does mousse mean? What does medium rare mean? Okay, it's always what does, remember that the sound is with the Z. What does ta mean?
Okay.
Perfect, perfect. Any problem or no?
No.
One more. Journey,
Means.
Means.
again, means that you travel from one place to another place. Star Trek is the story of people who travel in outer space. We have outside, okay, not inner space, outer space among the stars. By the way, your sister, she watch Alien on TV next Sunday. Oh, pay attention to the time, next Sunday. So is it present or future?
Future.
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 So I have to ask what? Is
We watch.
I start with is.
Yes.
Is your sister going to watch?
Thank you. Is your sister going to watch?
Go.
Present continuous. I'm asking about future plans. Is your sister going to watch Alien on TV next Sunday? No, she.
Won't.
Pay attention
No,
to
she
the
isn't
question.
go. She isn't.
No, she isn't. Short answer. No, she isn't.
Okay.
She not like this kind of movie. In the
Doesn't
present,
Doesn't.
she doesn't like this kind of movie. Excellent. Understand? Any problem or no problem?
No.
Oh.
Excellent. Good job, guys. Good job. Now, choose the correct completion. Okay? Now it's letter A, B, or C. I, John, a couple of months ago. Is it I will see, I saw, or I see?
So.
So.
Letter B, excellent. Simple past. I saw John a couple of months ago. We are going to finish this chapter 4 days. In, at,
In.
or on?
In.
In. Excellent. In 4 days. It's a period of time. He isn't here. The future of this, the future is he won't is here, he is not here, or he won't be here.
He won't be here.
Excellent. Very good, guys. Now, space do you do every day? Is it what do you do every day? Who do you do every day? Or when do you do every day?
What?
What? Okay? If you say who, it's a very strange question, okay? I recommend you not to ask that question. Yes, because to do a person is kind of, it has a sexual connotation. So don't use that, okay? It's what do you do every day? I in class tomorrow. It's possible, but you are not sure.
Maybe.
I may, but I
Maybe.
need an, I may be.
Maybe.
I may be mesmo.
Yes, I may not be together, separate. I may be in class tomorrow. Now, if you say, I might be in class tomorrow, it is possible, but you're not sure. It's correct too. Okay, I could be in class tomorrow. It's correct too. There are many possibilities that we are going to discuss in the next class. Okay?
Okay.
But the answer here is maybe in class tomorrow. Okay? But you are not sure. The best one is maybe. Now, number 6, she in class. This sentence, oops, there is a mistake here. Sentence is with C. The sentence expresses possibility. Possibility.
Might.
It may be, huh?
Might.
Yes, she might, but
Right.
it's, I only have in might. If I use might, it's necessary another verb here. Understand? I don't have another verb. Might is a modal verb. I need 2 verbs. So in this case, the best one is she may be in class. Letter A.
Maybe.
Okay? Because might is alone. In the other one, you had 2 possible ones. The best was might be, but it's possible maybe when you are not very sure. Okay? But here, I don't have might be. I only have maybe. So that's the answer.
Okay.
Where is John? Observe the answer. I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. Letter C. Correct.
C.
Yes. But now it's together. Okay? Maybe he is at his office. If it tomorrow, I will stay home.
Will rain.
We rain.
A.
Na, 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 na.
No.
No.
B.
Letter B.
B.
If it rains tomorrow, I will stay home. This is a conditional situation that is possible. So in the verb with if, I use the verb in the present only. If I have money, if it rains tomorrow, if I need to talk to you, if we have class tomorrow, in the second part, I use will. I will do this, I will do that, okay?
Okay.
So it's mandatory the use of the present, in this case, after if. Before I, to you, I'll visit John.
Talk.
Before I talk. Letter A. Oh, before I talk to you, I will visit John. Okay?
Okay.
Good. Finished. Finished. Excellent.
Yes.
Any problem or no?
No.
Okay. Good. I'm
But
going to...
I studied a lot.
I am very happy to hear that. Okay? Yes. The only way you can achieve success in learning a language is studying. There is no other possibility. Okay?
Agree.
If you were in the United States or in Canada or in England and you stayed there for a long time, you could pick up word by word on the streets, you could pick up words in bars, in restaurants, and you could learn a little English or a little Italian or a little French. But in order to learn a language, there is no other option. You have to study, okay? Especially to understand the structure of it, okay?
Okay.
Excellent. I'm going to share a different screen with you. So we'll close this one and be prepared for today's lesson. Today's lesson is a good lesson. It took me all morning to prepare this for you, okay? We are going to talk about all the uses of all the modal verbs and semi-modal verbs that exist in English, okay? So, modal verbs. Erica, can you read the definition of what is a modal verb for us?
Yes. A modal verb is an auxiliary verb that expresses the idea or ability, necessity, probability, or even permission.
Yeah, the idea of ability, necessity, probability, or even permission, okay? It was missing a letter F there. The only thing, Erica, is the pronunciation of auxiliary.
Auxiliary.
Yes, it's like, you know, that photocopying company, we say in English, Xerox, Xerox, okay? So the X is many times pronounced like Z, auxiliary verb.
Okay.
So there is one more line here. The modal verbs in English are, okay? So the first one is can. Ronaldo, can you read the definition of can?
Use it to talk about physical or,
Yeah, it's mental.
mental abilities that you have, and also to ask for permission informally. Use it to express present or future significance.
Significance. Excellent, Ronaldo. So this is what I want you to observe. All the verbs here are not used alone. Every time I use a modal, as it's an auxiliary verb, I need another verb. Understand? So it's not possible to say, I can tomorrow. Only if you are answering a question, okay? But to construct a sentence out of the blue, I can tomorrow, you can what? I don't understand, okay? I can do this job for you tomorrow. Okay, I can do. That's perfect. Now, observe that after modal verbs, I always use another verb in the infinitive without to. So it's I can do it, you can do it, he can do it, she can do it, it can do it, if I'm talking about a dog or a horse. We can do it, you can do it, and they can do it. You see, there is no difference. It's very simple. All right? And here, the use is to talk about physical or mental abilities that you have. Can anyone give me an example using can concerning a physical ability that you have?
I can play tennis very well.
All right. Okay. That's a good
It
example.
isn't true.
But the example,
The
example is perfect. Okay. No problem. You can lie. You're not Pinocchio. So your nose is not going to grow. Okay. Can you give me an example using can as a mental ability? Come on, there are many people in class. Come on, Luisa, Mário, Márcia, Ronaldo, Maria Eduarda, an example.
I can play football.
But that's physical, right? I want mental.
I can understand what the teacher said.
That's mental, okay? Yeah. Or in the negative, I can't understand what women want. Okay? It's not easy to understand a woman, okay? So I can't understand what women, plural, want. Good. Can I get an example of can use it to ask for permission informally?
Informally.
Can I, can you, okay? But permission is usually can I.
Can I help you? I'm lost.
Okay. Can you help me?
Can you help? I'm lost.
Yes. Can you help me? I'm lost. Or can I help you, sir? Okay. That's very common. When you walk into a store, they always come, can I help you? Can I get you something to drink? Okay. Excellent. Excellent. Pay attention. We will talk, of course, after we see all the modals. There are many examples for you. But could, Marcia, can you read the idea of could? Could is the past tense of can.
Could you lend me some books?
Okay, but can you read the definition here? The example is perfect. Use it to ask.
To read.
Yes.
Could, past tense of can. Use it to ask permission in a polite
I'm sorry. In a polite, a polite way.
Way.
And
Probability when change of happening are like 25%, and also to talk about physical abilities that you had in the past.
okay, so 3 different uses. Use it to ask permission in a polite way. Like Marcia said, could I use your book? Yes, I think it was something like this.
Could you lend me?
Could you lend me your book? Thank you. That's perfect example. Now, she's asking for permission in a very polite way. It's much better than, can you lend me your book? This is possible, but it's not very polite. It's also used to talk about chances of happening, probability. For example, if you ask me, are you going to Maria's party on Saturday? I could go. The chances here are like 25%, okay? And also used to talk about physical abilities that you had in the past. For example, if you look at me at the moment, I needed to wear glasses. If I don't wear glasses, I can't read anything on the computer. But when I was young, that's a long time ago, I could see very well without glasses. I could see very well without glasses. Understand? I could also play basketball extremely well. Today, people confuse me with the ball, okay? So it's not possible anymore, okay? They think I am the ball. So I'm talking about physical abilities in the past, okay? Like I could comb my hair very well. Today, I don't have much hair to comb, okay? That's the idea. Now, may. Who is going to read this for me? Luisa? Luisa. Some people are very shy. Ronaldo.
Hello.
Can you read for us the definition of may?
Sim. Use it to ask permission in the polite way and probably...
Again, the same mistake. I was typing way, okay? Yes, I changed the M, the W by M. In a polite way?
In a polite way, and the probability when... Probability when changes of happening are like... Happening are like 50% used to express present or future significance.
Okay. Observe that all of them can be used to express a present idea. For example, I can do it now. I can do it tomorrow. I may finish this in a few minutes, I may finish only tomorrow. There is no alteration in the verb, okay? So it can be present or future, okay? And the idea is, if you are asking permission to a stranger, you should not use can. Can is only with friends. You should use may. Like, may I use your phone? May I sit here? May I read your newspaper? I'm asking permission to a stranger, okay? We are going to see more examples. Might, the pronunciation is might, is the past tense of may. Erica, can you read this for us?
Yes. Use it to ask polite questions or requests, and also indicate a little possibility of an event to happen, like 25%. It can be also used to express a present or future event.
Okay. Just one thing. Questions, not
Questions.
Yeah, like cueca, question, okay?
Questions, okay.
Now, observe that even though might is the past tense of may, I can use it with a future significance, okay? Oh, are you going to Maria's party next Saturday? I might go. Indicates a little possibility, like 25% of chances, but in the future, okay? Understand? So,
Yes.
okay. Now, will. We have already studied will. So, use it to express future actions at the moment you make a decision or inevitable events. Like, whatever will happen, will happen. Okay? That's an inevitable event. Or, I have a terrible headache. Oh, teacher, I'll give you some aspirin. We have already seen will, so I'm not going to spend my time. Let's go to the next. Marcia, can you read for us
Yes.
would, the past tense of will?
Will?
Would.
Would. Past tense of will.
We say would.
Would. Use it to express conditional situations indicating the consequence of an imaginary situation or event. Use it to express present or future significance. Yeah.
Beautiful. Pay attention. Every time I use would in affirmative or question, I use would plus another verb. This is the same of our ia ending in Portuguese. Every time you want to say anything in English like gostaria, beberia, comeria, tentaria, always this ia ending, it's would, okay? I would like, I would try, I would drink, I would smoke. Understand? So the idea is always a conditional thing. There is always a condition. I would like to try it if I could pay for it, okay? In this case, I don't have money to pay. Must, okay? Are there any more volunteers to read or only Erica, Márcia, and Ronaldo? Maria Eduarda, Mário Eduardo, Luísa. Nobody else wants to participate of the class?
Must.
Who is me? Oh, I got a vol. Oh, thank you, my lord. Go ahead, Luísa. Must. It's a very easy one. You see? You read it very quietly, but it's okay. Use it to express a strong necessity or obligation. Use it to express present or future significance. Oh, I'd like to point out that Brazilians always confuse should with must. You have to understand that must indicates a strong necessity. Okay? A strong necessity. On the other hand, should is used to indicate a moral obligation. Has nothing to do with a necessity, a strong necessity. Oh, I'll give you an example, but we are going to see more examples when we finish this part. Imagine a situation. I am very sick. I have a serious problem in my lungs. I go to the doctor, and the doctor says, do you smoke? Yes, I smoke. You must stop immediately. You see, it's a necessity. If I have no problems, if I am a normal person, very young, the doctor can say, hey, you should stop smoking. Smoking is not good for you. There is a big difference between you must stop. In this case means if you don't stop, you're going to die. And you should stop. Here's a recommendation. Understand? For example, I think, in my opinion, that you should study my lessons every day. You should study. It's a recommendation. But if you really want to learn, if you really want to master, to dominate, you must study every day. Understand? That's the difference. Must is very strong. Should is a recommendation. Okay? Here's more like an obligation. Have to. Do I have any volunteer to read these, or is going to be the same ones? Come on, Mario Eduardo, Maria Eduarda. I think there are more people here. Do I have any volunteer to read this? No? These people are very shy. Oh, Marcia, come on, Marcia. I have no options.
Have to use it to express necessity or
No,
obligation.
Necessity.
No? Necessity or obligation in questions, and the negatives I need to use do, does, or did in the past. Note that the negative meaning is a little different from mustn't. Use it to express present or future significance.
So observe that. I must do it. I have to do it in the affirmative is practically the same. No difference. Okay? Usually must is stronger, but it's more common to say, hey, you have to stop that. You have to do that. It's more common than using must. But the thing is, this is not a modal. It's called a semi-modal. That's the problem. If you want to ask questions, if you want to make a negative sentences, you have to use do, does. In the past, you have to use did. Okay, like, Marcia, did you have to study Japanese when you were a child?
A child?
Yes, a little girl. Did you have to study Japanese?
Yes, I studied.
No. But did you have to?
No, no.
No. You see, that's the difference. Did you have to? Was it like mandatory, obligatory? You studied because you wanted, probably. Okay, like I studied Spanish because my mother was from Spain. I studied Italian because my father was from Italy. Okay. That's excellent. You only have to be careful with the negative. When I say you mustn't do it, it gives the idea of something that is not permitted. You mustn't. Okay? You don't have to do it means it's not necessary. Understand? It has nothing to do with prohibition. Okay? Imagine you are at a gasoline station, pumping gasoline in your car and smoking. Gasoline and smoking. Think about it. Somebody's going to say, hey, you're crazy, man. You mustn't smoke there. In this case, you mustn't, because you can cause an explosion, right?
Right.
Now, you don't have to smoke there. No, in this case, it's not necessary. If you are at a gasoline station, you mustn't, okay? There are some exercises at the end of this lesson. You don't have to do them today. You see, you don't have to do them today. You can do them tomorrow. All right? So it's different. Let's go next to one. Should. Okay? Let me see if I have any new volunteer here. No volunteers. Oh, Erica.
Yes. Should.
Again, can you read for me?
Yes. Used to express moral obligation or a very light necessity. Used to express present or future significance.
Excellent. Excellent. Oh, use it to express moral obligation or a very light necessity. Present or future is the same. You should do it now, you should do it tomorrow. No difference. Okay? Now, the next one. Maybe you have never seen the next one because it's not very common, but it's a modal verb. Out to. The pronunciation is out to. Out to. Out to. Okay? Out to. Oh, the same meaning of should, but not used in questions, only in affirmative. Use it to express present or future significance, okay? The next one is the classical shall. I think somebody has already asked me about the use of shall, okay? Marcela, are you there with us? Marcela.
Hi.
Hello, how are you?
Hello.
Are you good?
I great. And you?
Excellent. Now that you're feeling great, I'm fantastic. Can you help me with the class? Can you read the definition of shall for us?
Yes.
Thank you.
1 minute. I don't see your tela.
You don't see my screen? No? Really?
Eu acho que eu mexi num negócio aqui. Peraí. Ai, peraí.
Is
Agora
everybody?
sim.
Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay. I thought I was crazy. Okay. Read the definition of shall.
Shall. Only use it with I or we to ask for a permission or invite someone to do something. Use it to express some present or future significance. Significance. Almost the same meaning of should.
Thank you, Marcela. Okay. You see, if the subject is you, he, she, they, I cannot use shall. Imagine, shall she? Shall she? This is like, shall she? It's terrible. It's only shall I or shall we. Only this, okay? And it's used in questions or it's used in affirmative sentences too, okay? But the idea is always to ask for permission or to invite someone to do something. It's a very classical English, okay? I think British people love it. Americans people don't use it very much. But in England, many people use shall, maybe Malta too, okay? Imagine you are at a dance and somebody approaches you and says like, shall we dance? You can say, oh, okay, all right, sure, okay? It's the guy's inviting you to do it, okay? In the United States, probably they would say, do you want to dance? Okay, they don't use show, okay? Well, anyway, these are all the modals and semi-modals, like in the case of have to, that exist in English. And here you have the thorough definition of all of them, the complete definition. Oh, I'm going to read the first one, and then again, you should study the others. Oh, can, as it is a modal verb, it must always be followed by a verb in the base form. What is base form? Infinitive without to. And as mentioned, it is used to express mental or physical abilities that you have to ask for permissions informally, or to talk about probabilities when chances are like 75%. It has a present or future significance. So there is one example for each meaning of can. I can speak English. That's a mental ability that I have. I can speak Italian, I can speak Spanish, I can speak French a little bit. Physical, I can play basketball. As I told you, people confuse me with the ball, but I can play. Permission informally. Can I use your phone? You see, this I should only use with friends, never a stranger, never a stranger. It's very unpolite to ask a stranger, can I use your phone? Probability. I can go to Mary's party on Saturday. You see, it's future, but I can go. The chances are like 75% of happening. In this case, it's a future significance. If you want to ask any question with the can, you only need to place it in front of the subject. Can you help me? Can you pick up some milk at the supermarket? If you want to make a negative sentence, just add the not after can, like can't. If the negative is important, don't use the contract form. Use the separate form. You cannot or cannot. Every time you use the negative, the stressed syllable should be can. It's very interesting. Sometimes you listen to a native speaker of English, an American or a Canadian, or even a British or a Maltese guy speaking. And he says like, oh, I can do it. Oh, listen to the tone of my voice. I can do it. You see, there is no stress. I can do it. That is, it's affirmative. When he says, I can't do it, many times you don't listen to can't. The T is not even pronounced, but it's stressed, like I can't do it. That's the only difference. If you Google it, you will see what I'm talking about. Like you can't do anything about that. You only emphasize, because in American English, the T is not pronounced. They don't say like pretty little city. They say pretty little city. Understand? So they don't like to pronounce the letter T. So they simply stress. You can't do anything about that. He really can't understand what I'm saying. Why can't they pick up Mary at work? Okay? Any problem about this or no?
No.
Excellent. Oh, you do have that similar definition for all the other verbs, all the other modal verbs, okay? All of them. So I'd like you to study, but tomorrow we will discuss this. They are all here, okay? There are 11 ones, okay? All the ideas, all the different uses, and of course, at the end of it, there is an exercise. Yes, but the exercise is a different one. You can complete as you would like. So I can have 100 different answers, like I can. So you just complete like, my teacher may what? You decide, okay? As long as you don't say, my teacher may be gay, okay? That's not acceptable, okay? Okay? That is the only option that I am not going to accept. I have nothing against gay people, but I'm not. I'm married with children, understand? So imagine if you say that, my children are going to look at me in a strange way. I might have, observe that when I have, I might have, or must have, might have, I need to use another verb as it's explained here in the past participle. I might have seen, I might have worked, I might have finished, okay? Tomorrow we'll continue this, all right? See you guys tomorrow at the same time, 5 o'clock. Oh, our classes are not going to finish before the end of this month, that's for sure. I have already talked to Bruno from Descubra Mundo, and he has agreed to continue the class until the end of the month for sure, okay? So the classes are not going to stop, all right?
All right.
See you tomorrow at 5 o'clock, all right?
Okay.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye,
Have a
guys.
nice evening. See you tomorrow.
See you.
Thank you.
See you.
You guys.